Listen up. So, I've seen that the first episode of this series is doing decently well, I've seen a lot of responses, people seem to be pretty interested. And even if they weren't interested, I don't give a fuck, I want to do it anyway. So, today we'll be covering Interpol's Antics. Now, I remember, I just, if you know the song Evil, I mean, it's literally their biggest hit. I listened to that song when I was a kid. I saw it somewhere. I can't tell what channel it was. I saw it. It was pretty creepy. Obviously, left a lasting impact. But like, not that I can't watch it. It's just it looks really creepy. Very weird. To say the least. Yeah, there's a lot of hits on this album. And I'd say I kind of like this album a little more than the other one, Turn On the Bright Lights, which is their much more iconic album, in my opinion, and where they peaked, obviously. They peaked on that album. They can't obviously replicate it twice, but, so, talking about this album, you obviously got your three biggest hits on it. You got your Evil, Come Here, and Slow Hands, which for some reason, and I know this is kind of random, if you ever played the true crime video games, I didn't play the New York one, I played the LA one, but I took a look at the New York one, and I was surprised to see this track in it. I was like, what scene could possibly be needing this track? I have no idea, but that's fucking fire. Great music taste on the developer side. Aside from that, I just want to say I love this album. It's a lot more orchestral. Some tracks like the Pervert track, I like that one. That one really like the outro is just so shoegaze-like, It gives a slow dive kind of vibe, I like that track. Obviously we all like the hit tracks. But I love the intro track. The intro track really establishes that this is a totally different vibe from what the last one is. The last one is a lot of very banging, loud instruments and fast-paced, garage rock revival, just all in your face, just so you know how much they are depressed about their relationships and whatever they were talking about on that album in specific, I obviously prefer the Untitled, which is the intro track for the other album, but this one, I like how it establishes the whole vibe. It's not just guitars and, bass and drums and vocals. It's a lot more orchestral. There's a bit of that, like kind of church piano. It really establishes a whole new different vibe. There's also, let me pause here for a second. I kind of forgot the name of the track. I need to remind myself. So the track name is Take You on a Cruise. Great track. It kind of sounds a bit like a sequel to the Evil track. It just gives me the same vibe. I don't know, I can't really explain it. If you listen to the track, you'd know. But it has very similar vibes, like taking you on a ride or whatever. So, yeah, overall, I'd say this album, instrumental-wise and vocal-wise, is a lot more better than the other one. But aside from that, I just want to mention how much I love the drummer from Interpol. He might be in my top 5, drummers and I might reveal that in the next episode, or as just a, if you want to see that as a one-off video, I don't know, it doesn't matter. So basically, this guy, I like how he plays the drums. It's very, feels like melodic, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's just playing along to a rhythm or just to add more spice to the track. No, it's like he is in his own league, and it's such a shame that, you know, around the 2010s the bassist had left. So, you know, they just really combined like so well together, and I love everything. Everything is like, it's pretty hard. Like, I tried a few times to play the drums. A couple tracks like really get difficult, really challenging, insanely complex, you know, very musical drums, you know. It's probably my favorite drummer ever. I'd say my favorite drums, I know it's not from Antics, but it's from Say Hello to the Angels. The near the final part where they're singing Say Hello to the Angels. So before that, there's like, you know, instrumental part, and dude, the way he just delivers every snare, every crash cymbal, every tom, every kick, every ride cymbal, every hi-hat, open hi-hat, fucking, I don't even know what else you want on the drums, but it's fucking insane. I don't know what I just said in that sentence, that makes no fucking sense, but that doesn't matter, alright? I usually like get super messed up before I do these videos, so, you know, like I smoke on an empty stomach, and it really messes with my head, so I have no idea what I'm talking about, or I'm off my medication. So all I want to say is, I'd say Antics, arrangement wise, much better than Bright Lights. Much better. I'd say, you know, favorite track is probably the Pervert one, and obviously Slow Hands. You know, those are my favorite tracks. You know, I love how they deliver it, and yeah, I just really like this album. Now, ratings, I don't know if I rated anything, like, you can see how messed up this is. Like, I don't even know if I was rating the other album I talked about. The other album I talked about in the previous episode. So I have no idea if I'm gonna be doing ratings, but whatever. I will do it right now if I feel like it. So if you don't like that, I don't know, go kill yourself or something. I don't know, that's none of my business. I got school tomorrow, so I'm just doing this real quick because I just want to put out another episode of this so there's a consistent schedule. Now, did I just get off track? Fuck. I don't know. Whatever, let's do a bonus review. Interpol's Turn On the Bright Lights. Let's do that. Yeah. So, right now, we are doing that album. And man, this album. Before this, I think they were just, you know, doing EPs, singles and stuff. But then when this was like established, you know, I didn't know what the album cover was. I thought that was like a garage at first, because I was thinking like, oh, get it? Like garage rock. So it's like a garage being lit up, you know, like on a modern villa or something. But it's not. It's a theater. So, yeah, kind of disappointing, but whatever. Yeah, I love the intro track. These guys are so good at intros. Super top tier intros. Untitled is like, I don't care if it's an intro track, I could just listen to it. And the intro and outro are so long, but it doesn't matter how long they are, you know, you're not bothered, you're like, just keep going, you know. And I like how the intro is long and then just the drums unexpectedly come in, you know, like, Fire, fire, fire. And it's also probably the only track where his vocals are a lot softer, which I also forgot to mention. Or did I? I think I did mention it. On Antics, you know, the vocals are a lot more normal. You can still feel, you know, the yelling kind of sound, but it's a lot more mixed well. And so I like how here he's just always yelling it, and the instruments are so loud most of the time that he has to just yell to get his point across, you know. And I think this is an interesting stylistic choice because it makes it seem like he's trying to express himself, like he's just trying to express something, but something is silencing him, like maybe people, his partner, something is silencing him. That's what the rest of the band could do, as the vocalist is like yelling, trying to yell into the mic to tell you what he thinks, what he feels. So yeah, I'm gonna end this here probably, because you know it was originally supposed to be just Antics, but it was a little too short, because you know, a little less memorable album than this one. But yeah, I like both of these albums. I'll put them both in this video because just fucking bangers, alright? You know. Yeah, I don't know. I maybe I could do more garage rock revival albums. Yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think? Are y'all even interested in what the fuck I'm talking about? Is this even a good review? No, so don't. I'm not a trusted source. You have reviews on Google, Pitchfork, you know, whatever. No, fuck Pitchfork. Pitchfork are bitch ass. I was about to say it. They're a bunch of bitch asses, you know, you can't trust them. Whatever they say, you know. Sure, sometimes they have great opinions, but most of the time it's straight garbage, alright? Like, the ratings are terrible. I hate them. I fucking hate them. They're awful. And I hate Rolling Stone, you know. Anything that's, you know, new or inventive or out of order, or that's just not rock and roll, well, it sucks. It's fucking mad. You know, like, kill yourself. So, yeah, just don't listen to those two guys, alright? The rest, fine. But Rolling Stone and Pitchfork, never trust those reviews. Trust me instead, you know. I'm not a reliable source, but at least you can fucking trust me that I guarantee that these fucking albums are worth fucking listening to. So you go ahead and you go fucking listen to these albums whenever you feel like. I'm not forcing you, you know. So yeah, I had to do a double review because I'm gonna go to school tomorrow. Alright, I think that would wrap it up for this video. I'm gonna go maybe smoke a cigarette or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Whatever, fuck you. You're a cool guy, but fuck you. I will see you in the next episode of albums I'll fuck with. Alright, when will I end this video? Am I dragging it? Is that what the kids call it? Dragging it? No, I'm dragging it. And I'm dragging the outro. Look, it's like 11 minutes. Now, the last video was 14 minutes. This one was 11 minutes. You be grateful that it's this long, you know. I'm sparing you some time. I'll spare you. You know, maybe you could go something useful with your life instead of watching me ramble about albums I barely remember listening to. I did listen to them, but like a year or two ago, so I don't remember everything. I had to like do quick checkups to see, you know, what the track names were. I'm just being honest, alright? Like, I'm just being fucking honest. And I do this for fun anyway. So I said goodbye like a good minute and a half ago. Alright, for real this time. Bye bye!